Welcome back. I want to start today's episode with a simple question. 10 years ago, if someone told you that one person could run what looks like an entire company, most people would probably laugh. Because traditionally, building a successful business required a lot of things. You needed employees, you needed managers, you needed specialists, you needed departments, you needed significant capital, and as the business grew, the complexity grew with it. More customers meant more staff. More revenue meant more management. More growth meant more overhead. That was simply how business worked. But something interesting is happening today. We're seeing individuals build businesses that look much larger than they actually are. From the outside, they appear to have teams. They publish content constantly. They launch products. They manage customer support. They run marketing campaigns. They build software. They operate communities. And yet sometimes there's only one person behind everything. Or maybe one person plus a handful of contractors. And AI is playing a huge role in making this possible. So today I want us to explore a fascinating question. Are we entering the era of the one-person company?
I think we absolutely are. And what's important to understand is that AI isn't magically creating successful businesses. What AI is doing is dramatically increasing leverage. And leverage has always been the secret behind extraordinary business success. When you study history, the people who achieved the biggest results usually found ways to multiply their efforts. Sometimes through capital, sometimes through technology, sometimes through teams. Today, AI is becoming another form of leverage. And for the first time, individuals have access to capabilities that previously belonged only to large organizations.
That's such an important distinction. Because people often hear stories about solo entrepreneurs making incredible amounts of money and assume AI is doing all the work. But the reality is more nuanced. The entrepreneur still needs vision, still needs strategy, still needs judgment, still needs decision-making. What AI does is increase their capacity.
Exactly. And that's why I think many people underestimate what's happening. They're looking at AI as a productivity tool. But increasingly, it's becoming an organizational tool. It's allowing individuals to operate like companies.
Let's start with the obvious question. Why now? What changed? Because talented entrepreneurs have existed forever. Technology has existed forever. Why is this concept becoming so popular today?
Because three major forces are colliding simultaneously. The first is AI. The second is global distribution through the internet. The third is software accessibility. Let's break that down. 20 years ago, if you wanted to build a business, you often needed physical infrastructure. Today, you can launch a business from a laptop. Then came social media and content platforms. Suddenly one person could reach millions of people. Now AI enters the picture. And suddenly one person can also perform work that previously required multiple employees. That's a massive shift.
So it's not one innovation. It's the combination of multiple technological changes happening together.
Yes. And when those changes combine, entirely new business models become possible.
Let's make this practical. Imagine someone wants to build a one-person AI-powered company. What tools are they actually using? Because I think many people hear these concepts but struggle to visualize the actual workflow.
Great question. Let's walk through a realistic AI business stack. ChatGPT.
Why is ChatGPT still so central?
Because most businesses run on information. And ChatGPT helps process information faster. For example, a solopreneur can use ChatGPT for brainstorming business ideas, writing marketing campaigns, customer support drafts, sales emails, content planning, offer creation, research summaries, workflow design. Think of it as a strategic assistant available 24/7. The biggest mistake people make is treating ChatGPT like a search engine. The most successful users treat it like a business partner.
Where does Claude fit into this?
Claude excels at long-form thinking. Let's say you're creating a course, a business proposal, a book, a podcast script, documentation. Claude tends to handle large amounts of information extremely well. Many entrepreneurs use ChatGPT and Claude together. Not as competitors, but as complementary systems. Next is Perplexity.
Research has become a huge bottleneck for many businesses.
Exactly. That's where Perplexity shines. Instead of spending hours researching manually, entrepreneurs can quickly gather information, sources, trends, competitor insights, and market intelligence. It's becoming one of the most valuable tools for decision-making.
Content seems to be one of the biggest growth drivers today, but creating content consistently is difficult. How are solo entrepreneurs handling this?
By building content systems, and AI plays a huge role. 11 Labs, one of the most impressive voice generation platforms. It can create natural-sounding voiceovers for YouTube videos, podcasts, audiobooks, multilingual content, educational content. The quality is now so high that many businesses use it daily. Runway has become incredibly powerful. Entrepreneurs can create AI-generated video scenes, visual storytelling, B-roll, marketing videos, product demonstrations without expensive production teams. Descript, one of my favorite tools. Why? Because it makes editing audio and video incredibly simple. You can literally edit a video by editing text. This saves enormous amounts of time. Opus Clip, perfect for repurposing long-form content. A podcast episode can become TikToks, Shorts, Reels, LinkedIn clips within minutes.
Historically, software companies needed developers. That barrier seems to be disappearing.
It's decreasing dramatically. AI tools, Lovable, allows entrepreneurs to build applications using natural language prompts. Instead of coding everything manually, you describe what you want. The platform generates much of the application structure. Bolt.new, similar concept, extremely popular among founders who want to build prototypes quickly. Cursor, one of the hottest AI coding tools. Developers and non-developers alike use it to accelerate software development. It can explain code, generate code, debug problems, and improve productivity dramatically. Replit allows people to build and deploy projects directly in the cloud. Many solo founders use it because it removes technical complexity.
A lot of people focus on content and software, but businesses also need operations. How does a solo founder manage that?
This is where automation becomes powerful. N8N, one of the fastest growing automation platforms. Think of it as the nervous system connecting multiple tools together. For example, when a customer submits a form, AI analyzes the request, CRM updates automatically, email is sent, internal task is created. All without human involvement. Lindy can act almost like a digital assistant, managing emails, scheduling meetings, following up with leads, handling repetitive tasks. Relevance AI allows businesses to create custom AI agents specialized for specific jobs. Think sales agent, research agent, marketing agent, support agent.
Everything we've discussed sounds exciting, but let's be realistic. What are the biggest challenges?
The biggest challenge isn't technology. It's decision-making, because AI can help execute, but it can't fully replace judgment. It can't decide your vision. It can't decide your priorities. It can't decide your values. And that's why the entrepreneur remains the most important part of the business.
If we have this conversation again in 5 years, what changes?
I think we'll see many businesses operating with fewer employees, more AI systems, higher output, lower operational costs. The idea of a small business may be completely redefined. Because a single entrepreneur could potentially generate revenue that previously required entire organizations.
I think that's the perfect place to wrap up. Because today's conversation isn't really about AI. It's about possibility. The possibility that individuals can build things that previously seemed impossible.
And hopefully one thing became clear throughout this discussion. You don't need every tool. You don't need every new platform. You don't need to master everything overnight. The goal is simply to understand how these technologies can support your goals.
Yes. Start small. Experiment. Stay curious. Learn continuously. Because the people who win in this new era probably won't be the smartest or the most technical. They'll be the ones who adapt the fastest.
And remember, every large business started as a small idea. The difference today is that AI gives individuals leverage that entrepreneurs in previous generations could only dream about.
Thank you so much for spending time with us today. We genuinely appreciate every listener who joins us on this journey. Until next episode, keep building, keep learning, and keep moving forward. Take care everyone. See you in the next episode.